Christmas at the Apefather house. We had a great Christmas. We had a lot of food, sangria, eggnog. It was great times. And, now we have New Year's coming up to celebrate New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Going into 2024, it makes me think about a lot of things. First of all, it's been 3 years dealing with AMC. Crazy, right? If when you think about that, who would have ever thought it would have been this long? 3 years. I remember when Lou was saying March 3rd. Right? Boaz, March 3rd. That was a long time ago. Was that like 2 years ago? We said that. Crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But 3 years later, AMC is at ridiculous all-time lows, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating, but that's why, in the new year, you have to take your experiences. You got to take the things you've learned, and you have to learn from it. That's what I'm just trying to emphasize. At least that's what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to take my experiences and learn from them. And my experiences in the stock market. I mean, I know all of you going to say other things, and you are entitled to your opinion, but my experiences are very bad. Stock market seems, at least to me, to be rigged, to be corrupt, to be controlled. It's controlled. Okay. And for 2024, Abe Father wants to go into a situation where I'm in control. That's the key. I'm in control, baby. I'm not controlled by Ken Griffin. I'm not controlled by Gary Gensler. I'm not controlled by nobody. I'm controlled by me. The buck stops with me, mother effer. And I see that in real estate. Like I said, my eyes are on beachfront, oceanfront real estate, starting with Long Beach Island. The purpose is to rent out these properties, and at some point, when you build up a very, very large, very respectable portfolio, to sell these properties and to ultimately take all cash, everything, and go into Las Vegas, Nevada, to enter the casino business. I really want to try to get this done in 2024. And I'm just trying to spread my vision to all of you. Now, what does that mean that I'm spreading my vision to all of you? Does that mean I'm asking for an investment? No, no. There's no solicitation for any investments going on here. What I ask for is it's kind of like networking. You ever have a situation where you wanted to, in a way, start a new movement? That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to just start a movement of awareness. And what is the awareness? The stock market, corrupt. Cryptocurrency, as you saw, XRP had that one day, went up 2 cents from 62 cents to 64 cents. Everybody's celebrating, everyone's going wild. Well, it's back down to 62 cents. And I'm just trying to get awareness. I'm trying to get awareness out there. Stock market controlled. Cryptocurrency industry controlled. Okay? Real estate controlled by me, controlled by you, controlled by us. Okay? So really that's the message of this movement. Do we want to be the people in control, or do we want to be the people who are controlled? That's the question you got to ask yourself going into this great new year, 2024. Do you want to be in control, or do you want to be controlled? Do you want to be the puppet master, or do you want to be the puppet? Do you want to be the big bad wolf? Ow! Or do you want to be, the sheep? Little Red Riding Hood. I know Lou wants to be Little Red Riding Hood, but not Apefather. Apefather looks like a wolf. I am a wolf, baby. Ow! So that's it. You don't want to be sheep. Fortunately, sheep get slaughtered. There he is. Antonio Miranda, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you. I don't scam, Antonio. I don't scam. I'm telling the truth, Root. I'm telling the facts, Jack. Look at these prices of everything. Come on, the stock market is terrible, man. Antonio, I don't know about you, brother, but I want 2024 to be the year of victory. Okay. I want 2024 to be the year of miracles. Okay. What could be a wonderful miracle for retail to get involved in situations where they are no longer the sheep, okay, where they're no longer the puppets. But it seems like that's what you want to be, and that's fine. Listen, Antonio, you have the right to be a puppet. You have the right, you understand, to be sheep, but do not expect all of us to agree with you. Okay? You can continue. You continue to be sheep. You continue to hang off Ken Griffin's balls. Okay? You do that. But do not expect all of us to follow you. That's all, Antonio. 2024 is the year of victory, and I will not let none of you haters stop that. 2024 is the year of victory. It's going to be for me. All right. I mean, I'm telling you right now, 2024 is going to be the year of Apefather in the driver's seat. I'm not going to have this discussion with you, Antonio, because retail lost 350 billion. 350 billion in 2022. You just don't want to accept that. You have to understand that that has to be the biggest bloodbath in the history of Wall Street. But you want to just ignore it, Antonio. You don't want to hear about that. You're like, no, no, that's just meme stocks. It's not true. It's not true. Investors in Tesla took gigantic friggin' hits, huge losses. Okay, it's not just meme stocks. It's not just garbage stocks, like you said. There's plenty of top companies. Like I said, I just mentioned one, Tesla, that resulted in tremendous, tremendous losses for retail. Okay, so you really don't know what you're talking about, Antonio. No offense to you. You're a nice guy and everything like that, but you don't know what you're talking about. Okay, you can't ignore $350 billion losses. Like I said, I don't want to keep repeating myself because I know this sounds redundant. With that money that was squandered, $350 billion that was squandered to zero. I mean, you're talking about a real estate empire. You're talking about a casino empire. A dynasty could have been invested. You could have had casinos all over America, top casinos making hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars a year. Instead, $350 billion was turned to zero. Every you seem to be okay with that. I don't know why. It's probably because you never were a part of it. That's why you're okay. You're okay with it. I gotta find a way to reach the people who are fed up with this corruption. I gotta find a way to reach the people who are disgusted by this corruption. Anyway, Antonio, this is going to be a quick lives because it is, as you said, it is the holiday season. Merry Christmas. I still want to do things with the fam. So this is going to be probably a quick live today, maybe 15 minutes or so. But look, Antonio, you have your opinion. I respect your opinion, but facts are facts. You just don't want to accept this. 2022 resulted in a $350 billion loss for retail. And that's the facts. You could go back and forth saying how well you did, you know, and that's fine, but it doesn't change the fact that $350 billion was turned to zero. And you can't just say, well, they're shit companies, they're garbage companies, and retail got what they deserved. You can't say that. You can't say that because there's a lot of evidence pointing in the direction that this was a big, gigantic pump and dump, Antonio. There's a lot of evidence. And I think a lot of it is going to come out. Okay. Gary Gensler right now is in the process of getting very pressured. I don't know if you know this. 70 members of Congress is on Gary Gensler's ass right now for MMTLP. Okay. And they are seriously, seriously pressuring him. They are seriously, seriously pressuring him. So you have to understand this, Antonio. There's a lot of things going on right now, okay, that not just investors, retail, but Congress, Antonio, Congress is getting involved. Congress is getting involved. But again, you probably don't even want to touch on that, right? You don't want to touch on how 70 members of Congress is pressuring Gary Gensler over which I feel was the biggest friggin'. You want to talk about scams? In my opinion, what happened with MMTLP? I mean, forget about it. I even think that trumps AMC. That trumps AMC. You know what I mean? I mean, a company going from public to private. All the shorts have to be covered. All the shorts have to be covered. So once again, it is a complete display of corruption. It is a complete display of how FINRA, okay, is there's shit going. That's why I say I'm tired of FINRA. I'm tired of the DTCC, New York Stock Exchange, FTDs, Gary Gensler, dark pools, Ken Griffin. I don't want to deal with this shit no more. Okay, and that's what you're dealing with specifically with these payment for order flow platforms, specifically Robinhood, Webull, just to name a few. You make a trade, you're making Ken Griffin richer, buying or selling. You're making Ken Griffin richer, and he controls it all. He controls all these buy orders, puts them in the dark pools. I don't want to deal with that shit no more. Now, if you want to deal with that, look, Antonio, there's always got to be sheep. Not everybody could be a effing wolf. Ow! I get it. There has to be sheep. You want to be sheep? Fine. But don't expect me and don't expect anybody who believes in Apefather, who's got brains, baby, to want to be a sheep. So anyway, but Antonio, now you sound like a hypocrite. Hold on a second. Antonio, you sound like a hypocrite. You're preaching how the stock market is fair, correct? Now you're saying Gary Gensler is a corrupt mother effer and you hope that he goes to jail. You're being a hypocrite, Antonio. You can't play, listen to me, you can't play two sides of the fence. It's either you feel that the stock market is fair, of which then you should be Gary Gensler's best friend. You should be commending Gary Gensler, Antonio, right? You should be commending him. You should be saying he's doing an excellent, excellent job because you seem like you're 100% satisfied with stock market. So then you should be 100% satisfied with Gary Gensler. You can't make a comment saying Gary Gensler is a corrupt mother effer. When you're saying that the stock market is fair and square, even Steven mother effer, you sound like a hypocrite. You sound like a hypocrite. Zandy Savage, what's up, brother? Zandy, you want to laugh? This psychopathic lunatic, Antonio Miranda, right? He spent the whole 13 minutes of this live stream telling me how well he's doing in the stock market, right? How the stock market is fair and square and, whatever, retail lost, fairly because we bought garbage shit stocks, right? Then he says that Gary Gensler is a corrupt mother effer and he hopes that Gary Gensler goes to jail. Zandy, does that make any sense to you? Does he not sound like a hypocrite to you? How could he say he loves the stock market? How could he say that the stock market is fair and square and retail, is brainless, dumb money that put all their money in these piece of garbage stocks, but yet he feels Gary Gensler is a corrupt mother effer? Antonio, honestly, what you just said, you can't even make a point anymore. You can't even make a point anymore. Because you sound like an idiot hypocrite. You sound, honestly, bro, you sound like someone who deserves to go somewhere for like drug rehab or alcohol rehab. You sound like a delusional drug addict alcoholic. Now again, I'll say it's alleged. I'm not saying you are a drug addict, but I'm saying that's how you sound. You sound like someone who's hallucinating right now. How could you say the stock market is fair and square, but then say Gary Gensler is corrupt? I don't even think I can take anything you say seriously now. Anything you say moving forward, I can't take seriously. Right. Zandy Savage makes an excellent point. Ken Griffin said on a video that he makes the price. Okay, Ken Griffin was recorded saying that. Antonio, once again, Gary Gensler is the police department for the whole stock market. You're saying, why you say he's corrupt if you feel that you're doing great in NASDAQ hundreds, you're doing wonderful, You're up 800% since 2009, but yet you said that Gary Gensler is a corrupt mother effer. Why do you feel Gary Gensler is corrupt for? Apparently, Gary Gensler is doing his job 100% fine, according to you. You should send Gary Gensler a Christmas card. Okay, you should send him a Christmas card thanking him for how well you're doing. Right? Like, could you imagine if you were sitting in the SEC's office? Could you imagine if you were sitting in the SEC's office and you said to Gary, let's say you had the Bulls, you said, I got to tell you something, Gary Gensler. You are a corrupt mother effer. I hope you go to jail. But then after that, you say, guess what, Gary? Since 2009, I'm up 800% in the stock market. Well, Gary Gensler is going to say to you, you ever see the movie Psycho with Norman Bates? He goes, well, I think you're Anthony friggin' Perkins. Salud, Gentani. Anyway, getting back. Look, Zanny, here's the bottom line, my brother. We could do one or two things in the year 2024. Yes. Look, Trump is doing excellent. Trump is winning in the polls. There is a lot of indication. What's up, Tommy? That DWAC could do excellent. Now, we know that the first quarter of 2024, it looks like, based on the S4 filings and based on the Amendment 2 that was filed, that DWAC will complete. That's the goal here, that in the first quarter of 2024, that they will complete the merger with Trump Media Technology Group, aka Truth Social. But the thing is, okay, will that bring DWAC to the high heavens? No. I do not believe that it will bring DWAC to the high heavens. It could bring DWAC over 20. It could. Okay, you can see DWAC over 20, possibly getting closer to 30. But I don't believe that DWAC will go to 500 a share or something crazy like that. Okay. What is going to make DWAC burn up and go on fire? Whoa, DWAC's on fire. You got to wait till November 2024 for that. Yes. You got to wait for November 2024 election day. If Donald J. Trump wins the presidency, becomes number 47, I think DWAC is going to go on effing fire. I think, Tommy, 68 is your average. You can see DWAC at 500 if Trump wins. Again, I'm not a financial planner. I don't give financial advice. Merry Christmas, Tommy, to you. I'm just telling you my opinion, Tommy. This is not financial advice. I'm just giving you my opinion. In my opinion, DWAC could go. Now, a lot of people might argue, but I don't understand, Apefather. You're saying the stock market is corrupt. People say this to me all the time. You believe in DWAC. You want to go heavy with DWAC. Apefather, you sound like a hypocrite. People say this to me all the time. They're like, Apefather, you sound like a hypocrite. Why would you go heavy with DWAC if you don't believe in the stock market? It's very simple, because DWAC has a catalyst, okay, that's outside of the stock market, and that catalyst is Donald J. Trump. That's why. In other words, I said this a long time ago. Ken Griffin can't stop a catalyst. He can't stop it, and he knows he can't stop it. When there is a major catalyst, there's nothing Ken Griffin can do. There's nothing that the corrupt 1% can do. And that's why I always said that's what AMC needs. AMC needs a major catalyst that Ken Griffin cannot stop. But it never happened because Adam Aaron is probably, let's just say hanging off Ken Griffin's balls, in my opinion. I'll do the Tony scene. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do two seeds. One seed we're going to do, Trump's going to be Tony. Okay, another seed we'll do Tony Soprano. Let's do Tony Soprano first. He goes and he sees Junior. Goes, Junior, listen to me. Jackie Aprile, our great leader, he passed away. May he rest in peace. But there's a lot of things, Junior, I got to talk to you about. There's a lot of things that got to come my way. You got me. She's got to come my way for you to take the reins here. Hey, Tony, now it's Junior. Next time you come in here, you understand? I don't want to talk to you. You come heavy. You come heavy. You don't mean that, Junior. I mean that. Next time you effing come in here, you come heavy. Okay. Same thing with Trump, baby. Okay, Trump, when he takes office, he's going to tell everybody, you want to talk to me? You want to negotiate with me, huh? Well, you come heavy, mother effers, because I'm heavy. Remember, he said the first day in office, he's got all the Democrats scared. He said, I'm going to be a dictator. Day one. Day one. Now, we'll see what happens, right? But Tommy, look, you know I love you, brother. You know I love you, right? I understand what you're saying, and I understand why you bet heavy on DWAC, but it was always subject to a few things. It was always subject to a few things. And the biggest thing is Trump's continued popularity, Trump continuing to win, in the polls to become the Republican nominee. I understand that you got involved with it way back. But, you have to understand that, Trump wasn't the president. Okay, it's going to be a whole different ballgame now. It's going to be a whole different ballgame when Trump is the president. If Trump wins, you understand, in 2024, it's a whole new ballgame. He's got the power. You know that song? I got the power. We need to get the power back. Don't worry about Elon because Elon's not doing good with Twitter. X. Okay, X is down 90% of its original value. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you a little secret that you may not know. It may be in Elon's best interest to get heavy involved in DWAC in some way. Because let me tell you something. If Trump wins the presidency, Truth Social is going to be a major threat, a major, major threat, okay, to X. So you might all be shocked. You might be shocked and you might see Elon jump on the DWAC train just because he wants to have a competitive edge. Okay, DWAC is going to be Truth Social is going to be a major threat to X, to Twitter. You'll see. So don't worry about Elon. That's just my opinion. Yes, DWAC is political. You're right. It is. Because a lot of people are going on Truth Social for the specific reason that they don't want any more bias in politics. You understand? So, yes, it is all political. Truth Social is all political. And yeah, it has a lot to do with Trump winning, though. That's the thing. Trump has to win. Elon Musk fought to get Trump back on Twitter, Antonio Barada. Okay. He fought to get Trump back on X. But Trump, unfortunately, has a loyalty. He has a loyalty to Truth Social. So he can't use X. But don't think for a second that Elon doesn't want Trump back on X. And don't think for a second that Elon does not find Trump to be a major, major, major competitor. What are you talking about? What do you think? Elon is not afraid of Truth Social? Of course he is. Of course he is, especially if Trump wins. If Trump wins the presidency, how is X going to compete? How is X going to compete? You know that Donald Trump has access to what's called a presidential emergency contacts. He could send out text messages. He could send out messages to every American. How are you going to compete with that? How are you going to compete with that? He wins the presidency. Truth Social is going to take a piggyback ride on Donald J. Trump's success. That's my opinion. You can't compare Rumble. You can't compare X. You can't compare nothing to DWAC. I'm telling you, Tommy, I love you. Listen to me. Donald J. Trump wins, you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, you're not going to understand what I'm saying now, but if he wins the presidency in 2024 and you see DWAC at over 500 a share, we'll continue this conversation at that point. But right now, it's all theory. It's Russian roulette. It's Russian roulette right now. That's why I feel a lot of people, especially heavy, heavy investors of DWAC, are afraid because they know they're playing Russian roulette. They know they're playing Russian roulette. That's why a lot of them are scared. But as we get closer to 2024, I'm talking November of 2024, you might see a lot of people shock you and jump on the DWAC train. One of them may be Teddy Zane, right? Teddy Zane might be going insane soon. You know, he's going to put on his bandana, look like Hulk Hogan. I am a real American. I fight for the rights of every American. Salute. Look, I'm just going to say this in passing. You know, we all have the power, I think, to make AMC a major winner. I'm going to say this in passing. Everything I say is for entertainment purposes only. Now, I know a lot of you are not going to take this idea seriously. I know you're not. I know that you're all going to laugh at me. And I know you're all going to think I'm a psychopath, but I'm not a psychopath. I'm probably one of the smallest mother effers on social media. Can I tell you what AMC has going for it? Listen to me, Zanny. The brand name, AMC. You know, I was in Manhattan once, and I went to the AMC movie theaters on Times Square. Do you know that effing thing looked like a casino? It looked like a casino. The AMC movie theaters, it was filled with such lights and the neon lights, and it was all like friggin', it was like amazing. I felt like I was in Las Vegas. And you know what I said to myself at that moment? I said to myself, that's what AMC needs. AMC has everything going for it. It's synonymous with entertainment. It's synonymous with movies. It's synonymous with just celebrities. Remember the Nicole Kidman commercial? Okay, who could forget that, right? AMC has all of this going for it. It's got star power. It's got entertainment power. It's got an amazing brand name. What does Adam Aaron use AMC for? Popcorn. This is what he uses it for. He uses the brand name for popcorn. He uses the brand name for chocolate. The guy is a complete idiot. He's an idiot. And you know what will save AMC? Vladimir. One single casino. Listen to me. One single casino, okay, will not only stop AMC from going out of bankruptcy, will not only stop it, but it will make more money, the one casino, than all of the 2,000 friggin' movie theaters all over the world, okay? One casino. Now, let me tell you what my idea would be. Again, this is all for purposes only. But let's assume somehow, right? Remember a long time ago I talked about that we have an entity or some kind of a business or something. Let's assume, again, this is entertainment purposes only. You understand this? I'm not asking for any solicitation of any investment. We're having a conversation for entertainment purposes only. But let's say that I was able to come up with enough money to actually finance a casino in Las Vegas. Let's call that number $2 billion. Okay, just hear me out for a second. Retail lost what? How much did retail lost? 350 billion, right? Okay. So $2 billion is not a lot of money. If you take into account how much money retail lost in 2022, 350 billion effing dollars, right? What's 2 billion? It's not even 1%. 10% would be 35 billion. 1% is 3 billion. 2 billion is under 1% of retail's effing losses. Because I know when people hear 2 billion, they're like, oh my God, that sounds like so much money. It's not. It's not a lot of money. It's less than 1% of what retail lost. Now, here's the thing. You have that money. You could go to Adam Aaron. You could go to the AMC board of directors. You understand? And you can make them what's called a licensing offer, a licensing deal. This is not a hostile takeover because, you know, I remember Chad Clifford. He actually calls himself that now. Chad Clifford calls himself hostile takeover. That's his name. He used to scream at me, Apefather, you can't do a hostile takeover AMC. Okay, this is not a hostile takeover. This is called an offer. You could go to Adam Aaron and make him an offer. You could say, listen to me, how would you like to get an equity position? You don't have to spend $1. Look at me. You don't have to spend no money, nothing. I will give you a respectable equity position in a Las Vegas casino, okay? That will most likely make more money than all of your AMC movie theaters all over the world. This one casino will potentially make more money, than all of your movie theaters. What do I want? I want the licensing rights to use AMC, to use the name. That's it. I fund the casino with my own money. You don't have to spend jack shit. Who thinks Adam Aaron, who believes the board of director would go for that deal? I think they would. The reason why I believe is because it's what's called a no risk. Look at me. It's called a no risk situation. No risk. They don't have to put up any money. They get a major equity position at a Las Vegas casino. It could virtually save their company from bankruptcy. It could save their ass, okay? And that could be the catalyst that could get friggin' AMC to the high heavens again. See, Zanny says it's smart. Look, what I want to do is this. How about this? I just want to get enough people in this live stream. Okay? Let's forget about money right now. Let's get enough of our AMC brothers and sisters in this live stream to talk about AMC Casino in Las Vegas. But I just want to be clear when I say this to all of you. I am not, and I repeat, asking for any solicitation of any investment. None. What I ask for, okay, is this. Listen to my idea. Come to my live stream. Let's build up a big audience for 2024. That's it. Hear out my idea. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the pros and the cons. And if we can start getting enough people in these live streams, then we can maybe brainstorm together. We can brainstorm together and figure out a way to do this. Okay, but right now it's about the audience. We need enough people to talk about this idea. We need to get this idea trending. Hashtag AMC Las Vegas. Hashtag AMC Las Vegas. Now, I think this would be a win-win for so many things. I think this would prevent AMC from going into bankruptcy. I think this would make AMC hit the high heavens again. And I actually think it would save the company. Adam Aaron won't have to do none of this vampire shit anymore. He doesn't have to do none of this vampire blood-sucking shit. 1-for-10 reverse stock split, another reverse stock split, more dilution. It can all end because for the first time, there'll be so much revenue coming in. There'll be a tremendous amount of revenue coming in from Las Vegas. He won't need to friggin' do it anymore. No more dilution will be necessary. See, this is what Adam Aaron doesn't understand. He doesn't think big. Oh, Vladimir, will you stop with this no one is gambling shit? You go look up the Durango in Las Vegas. You go look up the Fountain Blue. Listen to me. You go look up the Fountain Blue. They're making more money in Las Vegas, Vladimir. I could throw you into a pool of $100 bills and you probably would drown in it. You would not be able to recover. The pool would be the size of the Grand Canyon. It would be the size. This is how much money Las Vegas is making. Will you stop talking like a psychopathic Norman Bates idiot? That Las Vegas is not making money. You're a psychopath. It's a very good comparison because you got to look at the current business of Las Vegas. Do you know that they're going to be building hopefully a big, gigantic baseball stadium now for the Oakland Athletics? Come on. What's the matter with you? Las Vegas is kicking ass, Vladimir. Anyway, don't listen to Vladimir. This guy's an idiot. Unfortunately, you got to just ignore this guy. Look, 655, no question, is rock bottom. I mean, this is like, you know what I mean? It's freaking crazy, AMC. I think it was even below that, wasn't it? It was below 655 last I checked. AMC was at the low $6 level. AMC gets free money from a licensing deal. That's exactly right. Why would they turn it down? Here's the question you have to ask yourself. If you were Adam Aaron, if you were the AMC board of directors, and somebody came to you like me, right? Let's just say, for example, the Apefather. I went to them and I said, look, I have enough money to finance a casino in Las Vegas, okay? What I want from you is the use of the AMC name. I want to use the AMC name. I want the licensing rights. In exchange, I'm willing to give you a large equity position in this Las Vegas casino. Why would they turn that deal down? Why would Adam Aaron turn down free money that could potentially save his company, that could continue to pay that Mama Luke $25 million a year? Why would he turn that down for? Would you turn that down? Would anyone turn that down? No, right? Again, I just want to reiterate this is entertainment purposes only. We're just having a conversation. I am not asking for any solicitation of any investments, nothing. We are just having a conversation. But I do want my live streams to be about this subject. They won't turn it down, right? So you want to hear the answer, Zanny? You want to hear how all of this can become a reality? Okay. I need your help. We need to get our AMC brothers and sisters to come to these effing live streams. We got to figure out a way to get tremendous amounts of people to come to this live stream. We need to talk about this idea. We need to make everybody get excited. We need to get everybody, like the Pointer Sisters here. I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. And if enough people came to these live streams, there's options. There's options. But we need to get enough people in these live streams. Right now, it's theory. But if enough people came to these live streams, we could talk. Again, I'm not asking for any solicit. I actually think, and I know you all going to think I'm crazy, okay? I think that this could all happen if enough people just gave super chats. Imagine if you had 1 million people. Again, this is, entertainment purposes only. Imagine you had 1 million people that came in here and gave $10, $20, $30 a shot. Before you friggin' know it, 30 million, 50 million, 100 million, you'll be rolling. Within 6 months to a year, this whole thing will probably be completed. Now, you might say, but Apefather, doesn't that only benefit you? See, again, these are people who think very small. I explained to all of you, if Apefather became the first retail investor, listen to me. If I became the first, like CMOS, the movie Planet of the Apes, if I became the first retail investor in Las Vegas, oh my God, I would do everything for my ape family. I would do everything. I would run to a securities firm. I would put together crowdfunding opportunity. It has to get approved with the SEC. I would put together offerings, but it has to get approved. And then forget about it. We could have a casino empire. I could open up a new doorway opportunity for everybody. But we can't get there yet because we don't have the first project completed. I explained it to everybody. But the goal should be getting enough people in this live stream. That's the thing. Unfortunately, if there's only 3 people, if there's only 4 people in the live stream, I'm admitting the truth to you. I'm not delusional. 4 people in the live stream, this is never going to happen. That's why I don't even want to talk about anything right now because it's not going to happen. We got to get to a point where there is hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people. We got to get them somehow. I will keep making videos on this subject. I will keep making videos on it. You should share this live stream. If you know any AMC apes, if you know our retail brothers and sisters, share this live stream and be like, you should all come to the Apefather live stream to discuss this new idea. Again, it's just an idea. I want to reiterate, I am not offering any interest. I am not asking for a solicitation of any investment. We're having it's called communication, networking. We're just talking. I love you, young Kuda. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, brother. But Zandy, that's why we don't have time to waste. I need all of you to help me. Share this friggin' video. Talk to everyone you know who is involved in AMC. Talk to all our retail brothers or retail. We got to get them in these live streams. We got to get all of our retail brothers and sisters in these live streams. And then we may be able to make magic happen. It's magic, we can make magic. But again, Zeddy, you keep saying that. That's why time is of the essence. I don't think that AMC is in a threat of bankruptcy right now. I think that with all the dilution and everything going on, I think AMC is definitely good for about a year or 2 years. I don't think that you have any worry. Again, I'll just say this is my opinion. It's subject to my opinion. I don't think you have any concern of AMC going into bankruptcy for about a good 1 to 2 years. I say about 2 years. But the thing is, at that point, you might have some trouble. If yes, if nothing happens, yeah, 2 years from now, you might see AMC in bankruptcy. I told everybody I know about the Ape King. I love you, young Cuda. Nothing I do is a scam, Vladimir. I'm trying to save my ape family. I'm trying to save us all. I'm trying to do something that is what's called historic, Vladimir. Okay? You always call me a scam artist, Vladimir. I'm not a scam artist. I want to do something amazing. I want to do something historic. Okay? You just don't understand that, Vladimir. Vladimir doesn't get it. He thinks that I'm a scam artist. He thinks I'm a piece of shit. I want to help everybody. I want to do something amazing. So that this way we could do this song again. Remember this song? Your Apefather's got diamond balls. Tells you to buy and hold. Your investment will turn to gold. Royal flush will never fold. Sing it, everybody. AMC to Pluto. We need a Las Vegas casino. AMC to Pluto. We need a Las Vegas casino. Strong apes want more bananas. They take them from the weak apes who sell. Hedge funds think they're gonna win, but we ain't heard no bell. Sing it, everybody! AMC to Pluto. We need a Las Vegas casino. AMC to Pluto. We need a Las Vegas casino. Take it away! AMC to Pluto. We need a Las Vegas casino. AMC to Pluto. We need a Las Vegas casino. Short squeeze is coming. Gonna make us all rich. Hedge funds crying in their office. Life is such a bitch. Sing it, everybody! AMC to Pluto. We need Las Vegas casino. AMC to Pluto. We need a Las Vegas casino. Then we can sing that song. Happy holidays, D-Pen. Thank you, Zanny. Well, young Cuda, thank you. The song could have meaning again. The song could have meaning again if we had an AMC Las Vegas Casino. I'm telling you, I know you all think I'm a psychopath. I know all you think that I'm completely deranged and I'm completely out of my mind. But I believe that an AMC Las Vegas Casino is the catalyst that we need. I'm telling you, brother, we're definitely, look, Zanny, you know what it's all about? It's really not complicated. Listen to me, it's not complicated. Do you want me to break this down as if all of you were 6-year-olds? Okay. Retail lost $350 billion. Do you know what that means? It means that to come up with $2 billion shouldn't be a problem. I mean, if retail could come up with $350 billion, right? Why not come up with $2 billion? Where it could save the company, it could save everything, and it can be the biggest catalyst. Again, entertainment purposes only. That's it. Entertainment purposes only. But the secret would just be getting enough people to these live streams. And if enough, like you see how Back to the Future, like I'll give you an example. Every time Back to the Future comes to my live stream, now he understands there's no investments involved. He understands that. But he gives little super chats every time he comes, right? $2, $3, $4, $5. Every single time Back to the Future comes to the live stream, he does that. Imagine if you had 1 million people doing the same thing. If you had 1 million people doing that, I could personally, with my own money, fund this idea. Now you might say, but again, Apefather, it sounds like you just want to benefit yourself. It's not true. It's because all of you think tiny. You think tiny, like some people unfortunately have very tiny balls. They have tiny balls. But see, it makes sense for me, listen to me, to be the first person to go to Las Vegas, because see, I could be the first person to open up the doorway of opportunity. Then it could be something consistent. Like, would you rather do something one single time, right? Or would you rather do something consistently over and over and over again? You follow me? Where it's not just one time, it's consistent. Okay. How do you do it where it's consistent? You need one person to make it. This is how it works. It's like Trump. You know how the MAGA, Make America Great Again movement started? It started because of Donald J. Trump. He started it. He became successful. He built the movement. It's the same concept here. How do we get this Las Vegas casino movement going? We got to get enough people to believe in it. We got to get enough people to come to the live stream, and enough people who would be willing at some point to support it, even if it's by way of a lousy pennies on the dollar. Like, could you imagine pennies on the dollar? Pennies on the dollar, like $1 here, $2 here, $3 here. Stupid pennies on the dollar could make history in the making happen. History in the making, historic events where AMC could be saved, where retail could be saved, where everything could become fair. See, again, in Las Vegas, there's no Gary Gensler. That's what you don't understand. There's no Ken Griffin. If there was an AMC casino that was opened, you understand you're not dealing with Ken Griffin anymore, right? You're not dealing with Gary Gensler anymore. You're not dealing with FINRA, like MMTLP. You're not dealing with that no more. You're not dealing with dark pools. You're not dealing with nothing. You're dealing with us. That's what you're dealing with. I love you, young Kuda. One day I might run for office, but I got to do something great first, young Kuda. Look, Donald Trump accomplished greatness in his life. You understand? He accomplished greatness. So it made sense for him to become the president. I can't become the president. Listen, if I accomplish greatness, if I started, doing very big things in my life, we had casinos, we saved retail. We opened a new doorway of opportunity for retail, and I really became like a savior. I became like a very big person for retail. Then yeah, because I would like to be for the people. That's the thing. Apefather wants to be for the people. And if I prove to the people that I'm for the people and I help the people and I can make the people successful, that might open up a doorway of opportunity for me for politics. But right now, I'm just some schmuck from Jersey. I'm just some Italian man who has a beer like Wolfman Jack from New Jersey. But all of you could change that. All of you could change that, man. If we look, we need to start a new movement. This is what I'm trying to make all of you understand. We need to start a new movement. It's the AMC Las Vegas Casino movement. And I actually believe that this would save AMC. It would save the corporation. I think in the long run, Adam Aaron would actually love all of us. You want to laugh? I think that Adam Aaron would shine our effing shoes with this idea. Adam Aaron would shine our effing shoes with this idea, because I think it would save his ass. It would save the friggin' AMC company, and it would actually be a catalyst. It would be a catalyst for the stock, I believe. Ball breaker. Apefather is no shit, baby. I'm the GOAT. I love you, young Kuda. Forget about ball breaker. Look, I'm going to do my part, okay? I'm going to keep making videos about this. It is going to be a big focus on my live streams. You know why? Because 2024, I think, is the year of victory for us. It is the year of victory, and it is the year of victory for Trump. So that's why I like talking about DWAC. I do like talking about DWAC because I believe that if Trump wins the presidency in November 2024, I believe that DWAC will be a shining star. You're a shining star, no matter who you are. Shining bright to see, you could truly be. DWAC could be a shining star. So pretty much that's what my live streams are about. Like, what could we do to save AMC? You know what I mean? DWAC is a shining star. It's based on Trump. GameStop, I believe in Ryan Cohen. I believe in the long term of the company. But I believe that GameStop and AMC are brothers in arms. I actually think, right, you want to laugh? An AMC casino could potentially benefit GameStop because I believe both of them run together. They kind of take piggyback rides off each other's successes. If GameStop has a run, AMC could be a piggyback, beneficiary. But if AMC has a run, GameStop could be a piggyback ride beneficiary. Yeah, I think DWAC could go higher than 100, man. If Trump wins, I think DWAC will go to 500. We saw DWAC go to almost $200 based on sizzle. It was just sizzle. Imagine now the steak. I think it could go to 500. Talk about, Lou. What is there to talk about? XRP, like they were all celebrated yesterday. They all celebrated that XRP went to 64 cents. It's back down to 62 cents. Lou is just, I feel bad for Lou if you want to know the truth. Lou is he's pushing another loser. That's all Lou is doing. He dedicated his whole channel to XRP. XRP is an effing loser. It's a loser, man. I just don't know how long it's going to take people to figure it out. Like, I make fun of that guy, Ron V. He's my brother. Look, he knows I love him. Ron V knows I love him, but I break his balls, Been a long time since I had money. It used to feel so good, but I put it all in XRP. My wallet's empty and my life's not good. That's what's going to happen when you're involved with friggin' Louie Loves the Gluey. Tyrone and Jamal's boy toy, Uncle Festa, J. Lou. The guy doesn't know what he's talking about, okay? The guy's only interested in YouTube ad revenue. Let's be realistic. Like that on the Mama Luke Ants trades. AMC the 300, the 4. He has no evidence of why AMC will go to 300 Ants trades, but yet he'll say that. He's another Mama Luke. All of them, the Butcher of Wall Street, all of them. These are people that are just interested in YouTube ad revenue. I actually have, he's coming for my jaw. Lou looks like a leper, ball breaker. Lou looks like, I hate to break it to you. He looks like there's a movie called The Serpent of the Rainbow. You ever see that movie, Voodoo shit? Where they bury people alive. Lou looks like he was buried alive. Lou don't look like a guy who could break anybody's jaw, ball breaker. But anyway, listen, we're approaching an hour. I'm going to be ending this, but I'm going to be doing a lot more live streams. I know I promised you. Yesterday was Christmas, though, so it was a little tough. He looks healthy. Yeah, he looks healthy for a leper. He looks healthy. He looks healthy for someone with monkeypox. Okay, that's how he looks healthy. But I will be back in a little bit. I'm sorry, Manuel. I'm about to run, but rewind it. We made a lot of good points. Remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. I am not asking for any solicitation of any investment. Remember, super chats are entertainment purposes only. They're tips. Okay, so if anybody ever wants to give me a super chat, it is because they find me entertaining. That's it. They find me entertaining. It's an entertainment tip purpose. But I'm going to keep pushing this issue. I'm going to make videos about it. I'm going to do a lot of live streams about it. Spread the word, Officer Bird. Spread the word to all of our 8 brothers about this idea. AMC Las Vegas Casino. Okay? It will cost AMC no money. It's free money for the AMC Corporation. It's something funded, where they're not spending any money. It would be privately funded. Again, not a solicitation of any investment. Like, for instance, if I did enough videos and I made enough money on YouTube and I had millions of people, if I had millions of people giving me entertainment tips, I could probably fund this effing thing myself. And I could be the person to open up the doorway of opportunity here. And then that's when I could meet with a securities firm. That's when we could talk about getting all of our retail investors, in terms of involved in a project together. Project number 2, Vegas project number 2. Vegas project number 1 really has to happen from one ape. And I would like to be that one ape who funds it himself using his own money. Again, I am not asking for any solicitation of any investment. I would love to fund it myself, but I would need to get enough support. That's the thing. Spread the word, Officer Bird. Let's get enough of our. It is, if someone gives me a tip for entertainment purposes only, Vladimir, it's my money. It's not the blood of the apes. And I'm trying to save the blood of the apes. You know what the blood of the apes is, Vladimir? The blood of the apes is the $350 billion. That money will never be recovered, Vladimir. Listen to me. That money will never be recovered. That's the blood of the apes. The $350 billion that was lost in 2022. Stop making me out to be the bad guy because I'm trying to be a savior here. I'm trying to save AMC. I'm trying to save everything. And you're trying to make me out to be the bad guy. Okay? We didn't lose that money fair and square. That money was corruption. It was corruption at its finest, Vladimir. Corruption at its finest. But anyway, V for victory. Everything I said in this live stream is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. No solicitation for any investments. It is for entertainment purposes only. The live stream is for entertainment purposes only. God bless. Take care. Brush your hair. See ya. Hate to be ya.